an itchy nose. I think it's winter, heating. But hi everyone. As you can see, I have, well, if you can see, because she's so little, I often wonder whether you can see her without being completely zoomed in on her, being a little dot that she is. But yeah, this is Apani, who I must say is growing quite a bit actually. And Apani is a patternless spotted python, if you aren't already aware of what sort of or what species she actually is. So Apani is Luna's baby, who I did do a video and showed a clip of Luna when just virtually after she laid the eggs for this little girl. So I thought, seeing as I've got her out and I'm currently trying to get through video, I'll just, excuse me if I turn around, I have Jessie up here in a hangout spot, which is built for this little girl and was also built for Maya to use as little ones. Of course Tessa loves it, and as yet Amaya is a little bit too shy to just, and a little bit too little, not just shy but a little bit too little, and so is she to actually use it as yet, but they will. I just love her colour. She has the most incredible mauvey, well in this light, mauve she looks. But anyway, seeing as I'm trying to get through the care videos for each species, which, you know, I'm not going to tell you that I am any sort of expert on snakes. I have knowledge about them, of course, that I'm happy to share with you. As you know, we are all different in what our views are, but when it comes to the basic care and their needs being met, it's very much across the board for the species that I'm talking about. And like I said, today it's about spotted pythons, and Apani was due to come out and have a little bit of time with me, so I thought, great, I'll do it with Apani today. So Apani would be coming up to pretty much the same age as Tessa, if not a little bit older, I think, than Tessa. Of course Tessa is huge. Apani still looks like a little hatchling to me, but she's not. But she is growing. She's eating 3 pinky mice. So she's graduated from 1 to 2 to 3. Of course, she's too little for a fuzzy. So, you know, she can't have fuzzies yet. It'll be a little while, but, you know, 3 pinkies, that's doing her okay. So, how do you care for a spotted python? Well, as of course littlies, you of course need something little for the littlie. Apani came home to a tub of probably 12 inches by 7 inches by that 7 odd inches in height. and was in that for quite some time. And she's only just graduated, when I say just, about a few weeks ago, to probably a 14-inch by 8-9 inch by that again in height. So you know, she's gone into a bigger tub, but she's still in a tub. And she's now checking Jack, who's in this one, and Jessie's doing fine still over there. And that just gives her a little bit more room to move now. I don't know what that little mark is on her, but you know, she'll be looking at coming into shed soon by the looks of her. But yeah, a tub, and I use belly heat for my babies. I find that is much better for them, and especially spotteds who are very much on the ground. So she has 2 little hides in there for herself. She does have a little stick with a little plant wrapped on it that she can climb on, but I really do not see her on it. She may kind of go up onto her hide. She certainly comes out when I open up that lid to check me out. She has no problem in me picking her up and actually getting her out. So so that's how you would set up at this size. Of course, as they get bigger, you would accommodate them with a bigger enclosure. So I'm fortunate that I have the next size up, which is, I don't know, sorry guys, but basically Amaya is in it currently, and she's not going to be in that forever, and by the time she needs it, Amaya will be out of it and into a bigger enclosure. So you just slowly step it up until you know, this little girl would get so lost in a, a 2 foot by 2 foot, which is probably roughly what Amaya is in right now. She would disappear, and even Amaya does at this particular point, because Amaya's longer than this girl at this point, but still a little girl. But eventually, as a full-grown adult, as a spotted, they're going to end up in, a 3 foot by 2 foot by 2 foot, and they'll happily stay in that for the rest of their lives. So not a very big enclosure at all for your spotted. I do have mine set up for Maya to climb. She has her hammock, she has a couple of hides, one on the warm end, one on the cool end, so that she can thermal regulate. She spends a lot of time in a hammock, and I will spin it around for you to see actually, while this little missy just hangs with her mum for a little while. So spinning you around here, and I hope we'll be able to see in Maya's enclosure. But basically, I can go out of zoom. This is a 3 foot by 2 foot by 2 foot. I use basking heat because that's what it came with. And Maya has been in that and had basking heat forever. So she's 3.5 years old. So that's what she's used to, so I've just kept that. But, I would have no problem in belly heat for Maya at all. As you can see, she has a hammock, which is over on the cooler side, and some branches, and of course some plants. And if you can see her, which I think that you can, she is currently up on her branches, and she uses that quite a bit, guys. So I do recommend putting some branches in there. And of course, or actually I'll move that because I don't know, with the glare you probably cannot see her, but she's up on top of her warm hide at the moment. So she has a little log down in the corner as well, which I do see her curled up in there. I use aspen as her substrate, and she also has a light for her daylight hours. And I run all my snakes on a 12-hour daylight cycle and a 12-hour nighttime cycle. So temperatures, I keep Maya's temp at her warm end at the 30. I don't go any higher than that, and on the cool side, so long as it doesn't get below 20, there is no problem at all with that. Maya is eating weaners. She will not take a large weaner. She refuses to take a large weaner, so she eats 2 small weaners, and they're rats. Maya eats weaner rats, so she's doing well. She is on a 14-day routine as an adult. She will not eat before 14 days. That is Maya, and she has shown me that no, I eat every 14 days. I've offered it to her on the 10th day, and she refused, just no, not interested. But on that 14th day, she whams that rat. She's hungry, so I now don't even bother to offer her until it's been the 14 days. As for Apani, because she's now taking 3 pinkies, when she was on initially the 1, I was feeding her every 5 days. So that's just my recommendation as a new hatchling, to feed them every 5 days. Of course, then she went to 2, and I still stuck to that every 5 days. But now that she's having 3, I'm going to push her out to probably maybe I'd only make her wait 1 extra day anyway, but maybe 7 days. I don't know. This was her first feed of 3. She managed them quite well. So yeah, as a hatchling, I would suggest 5 days until they're taking that bigger feeder, and then of course you would let them go 7 days, but no more than 7 days while they're growing. And I'll kind of stick her in front there for a second and let you see her, if she's not too blurred for you. So that is how I take care of my spotted pythons. Really no different to my big guys, just smaller feeders, smaller housing for them. They require as much attention from you in love and handling and time out of their enclosures as the big guys do. So in that aspect, they're no different to any of my other snakes. So I hope this gives you an idea of caring for spotted pythons, and I guess that would go for children's as well, not just and Stimsons and so on, all those smaller species. So that's all I can really think of. Of course, if I've forgotten anything or there's anything that you feel I've forgotten and need to know, please leave a comment and I will definitely get back to you, of course. And from, I think Maya's kind of moving a little bit there, but we'll spin back around for a quick goodbye from myself and my beautiful Apani. We're going to say ciao, and as always, you make sure you take care of yourself. Until my next video, and then we'll see you then. Well, you'll see me. You will see me. So from Apani, is she blurred, guys? A little bit. Anyway, ciao.